Hello, hi, here is Lucia Kalapacheva, expert on courage, discipline, and relationships. Well, relationships should be first. And today I want to talk about one thing which happens very often. And actually, right now I have finished training, which is called Say It Better, where we discussed all these kind of things. And it reminded me one client of mine, and it reminds me thing which keeps happening again and again and again. People, men, women, both of them, they come and they say, well, it is actually very difficult, mostly men. It is very difficult to approach a person, to approach a woman, because so many times I was turned down that I just don't feel like doing that again. I just do not have this confidence. I really feel like weird. I really feel like I do not want to do that because again I will be turned down, and like who wants to face it again and again and again? And it really helped me to feel insecure, to be shy, to really have this lack of confidence in approaching people, mostly women. Have you ever had this situation, or do you know someone who has it, who was in this situation? Maybe it happened to you as well. And you are not alone in it, that is for certain. So what does that actually mean? What does that mean if someone says about themselves that they are shy, they have low self-confidence or lack of confidence, someone who is just insecure and don't feel worthy enough? What all those things have in common? It is very true that they may be based on the experiences, definitely. But each of us have a good and bad experiences, both of them. We have it all. So why some people just can kind of overcome them? They might have bad experiences, but they just do not care. And if like they were turned down 10 times, then just they go 11th time and they will be fine and everything will be okay. But some people might be turned down just like maybe once or twice. And it's the end of the world, end of the story, and they're not going to do that anymore. So experiences are one thing, but it's not all. There is more. There is more beyond what shapes us. What is that? Do you know how the generalization work? Do you know that it is enough for you to get two experiences and they do not have to be directly yours? Let's say, for example, you drive a car and there's a driver with a plate from some city, I don't know, Paris. And this driver really drives bad. And you just say like, oh, those drivers from Paris, they drive so bad. And then it is enough if somebody else had a similar experience and that person tells you about that experience, then from now on and forever, you will believe that drivers from Paris are just like terrible drivers. Only two experiences out of one was real. The same is about this denial. Maybe you have approached a woman, maybe you have approached a man, maybe you have tried something and it didn't work once, it didn't work twice. And then you made the generalization. And you say like, okay, all women are terrible, all men are terrible, this is not my thing, I am not like that. And you developed the story, I am this or that, or I am not this or that. You see, I would like to approach a girl, but I'm shy. I'm not confident enough. I am ugly. I am something. I cannot talk really to women or to men, doesn't matter. Oh, it's not me who should make it the first step. Men should make the first step. Oh, and all these kind of stories which we have in our head. But do you know what really is beneath that all? What is really, really the reason why we feel like that? Who knows? Who knows? Yeah. It's our ego. It's our ego mind. Ego mind is not only about, oh, I am big, I'm great, I conquer the world, blah, 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 like this egomaniacs of being there, whatever. No. Even if you don't do what you want to do because you are afraid that something bad will happen to you, this is also driven by ego. Why? Because you're afraid that you are not going to be liked. And this is what we wanted. This is what we long for. This is one of the needs for survival, to be liked, to have the connection and love. And if we are afraid that we are going to not have it, lose it, it means it's our mind is working. It's our ego is working. Our ego does not let us to do what we really feel inside that we want, because the mind is telling you, oh no, it ends bad. You're not going to be like, you know, you're too small or too big or too broad or too wide and too clever, too less clever. Anything that you are or you're not, your mind is telling. And your heart might be saying, hey, go. I mean, look how nicely she looks at you, or he looks at you. Like, just go dance around that fire. Go show your painting. Go talk to the world. Go raise that hand and pose that question to this amazing speaker you have always admired all your life. Just go and do it. Go cross over your boundaries, your borders. Go, and you just don't. That is also the ego mind in you. And what to do about that? And well, I worked very successfully with that in cases and cases again and again. And what we need is switch of perspective. Because if we want to approach some person with thinking we want something, we want to be loved, then we always will be scared. We will always be scared. There will always be fear inside of us. Sure, if you're trained a lot, like you just are really like flushing, you don't care. Yeah, it comes with the training, with the practice, because you learn not to take things personally. Yeah, absolutely. But that already means to have the ego like nicely kind of settled. But if we are not there, and until we are there, and when we want to approach some person, and we really want to get something, what will happen? Well, what will happen is that we are not going to get that. And I mean, we might be getting that, but we will be scared. I mean, we will have this feeling that we might be hurt, we might not be liked, we might not get that love we need. What if we change the perspective? What if we do something else? What if we go to approach that person with the idea not taken, but actually giving? What if we approach what if we approach that person with the idea in our mind that we want to give something? We want to give the smile. We want to give compliment. We want to help. We want to do something without second thoughts about, could that be my next future partner, husband, wife, whatever? Just like not thinking about that. Just purely giving without asking anything in return, and just like letting the magic happen. What if we did that? Would still we be so nervous? No, it will be totally different. Would we be happy afterwards? Yeah, because we would succeed. Would that person would see much more in us? Oh, absolutely. And that's the way. That's the way how we can overcome the ego. I was talking about that much more in much more depth in the training. In training, Say It Better, which just finished. It was free training, which I led for 3 days, and it just ended. It ended just like 1 hour ago. And it was really lovely. I really loved time there. And people, we went to the details. We discussed their lives. We discussed their situations. I was presenting them some methods which we can really use in order to deepen relationships, to actually start the relationships, but the way that we are the ones who are not taking, but actually, but really giving, the ones who can really touch the heart and the soul of the person we are talking to. And we can do it like straight away with so little information, but just using what we have, using our own resources, using our mind, using our heart, using our body. We can do that. Each of us has this power, but we, of course, need to be led. We, of course, need to be taught how to do that. And of course, we need to practice that. So that was all for today. And if you enjoyed this video, just please like this fan page. If you're watching it on my Facebook fan page, please like it, because then I can produce more of this kind of content and you can see it directly. If you see it maybe on YouTube or my profile, also please make sure that you follow my fan page. Link is there above. There's a link, because that's the only channel which I use purely in English language. The rest of the channels I don't do that regularly, and I do it also in my Slovak or Czechoslovak, whatever. But this one fan page is the only one which is purely English for uninterrupted English posts from my work. So, all from me now. See you later. Here is Lucia Kalapachova, expert on relationships, courage, and discipline. And I see you later. Ciao.